Everyone, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Or if you're new here, welcome to the channel. Y'all, it's been over 24 hours. Jace is still missing, and I'm getting a little bit more information, some possible sightings of Jace, but it is nightfall now. And he potentially may have been going hours at this point without food, without water. We don't really know. From my understanding, Jace does not really have friends in that area due to the fact, well, he normally did not live there. He just moved in March, started this charter school, but was expelled. So to my knowledge, he doesn't really have any friends in that area. I did see, some people saying, well, I hope that he's linked up with some friends. Um, to my knowledge, he don't really have like people that he can trust that he's been hanging out with. However, I will say that David and Janelle has enlisted the help of this man to look for Jace, and this man seems to believe that Jace could have potentially linked up with a group of boys that he just recently met and doesn't really know. Let's get into, you guys. I'm going to give you guys all the details of what we know so far. Also about the possible sightings of Jace and what my thoughts are on where he was spotted and why he was there. So TMZ, they still have their article up. They have also done little updates as time has went on. And so has the Ashley. I haven't heard anything about him having David's guns or anything like that. I've heard nothing about that. Okay, so Janelle's son Jace is officially a missing person again, the 14-year-old has been missing over 24 hours at this point. He has not been located. Jace escaped from Janelle's home on the land by climbing out his bedroom window and running into the night. He has not been seen since 8 p.m. Eastern Time last night. Now, as the Ashley has previously reported, Jace has made several attempts to run away since Janelle got custody of him in March. In August, he bolted from the school but was later found that day in the woods. Weeks later, Jace ran away again, this time leaving home only for a few hours before he was found at a gas station a few miles away from the land. Although he was never reported a missing person before, this is the longest that Jace has ever been gone. At this time, he has no way to communicate. When he bolted from the school, it was reported that the cops found him by tracking his Snapchat location. However, Janelle told officers that Jace snuck out of the home through a window and he does not have his cell phone with him. From my understanding, when he ran away the first time, Janelle and David took his phone and he has not had it since. This was not, he left the phone so they couldn't track him. This was a matter of he didn't have it. And this could be one of the reasons he ran away. He's expelled. He doesn't really have any friends. He doesn't have a phone. He has nothing to do. He's embarrassed by his mom, who shows her, her boobies and kitty cat on the internet. And when he was going to school, he was getting teased about it. So, Okay, so the site reports that Jace has now been added to the National Missing Persons database. After news of Jace's past runaways attempts broke, Janelle claimed that it's normal teenager stuff and minimized the seriousness of these attempts. Janelle has also chalked the runaways up as Jace being a normal teenager mad at his parents. But there's clearly something more going on here. Jace's escape comes just one day after Janelle and her mom, Barbara, who literally raised Jace up until March, faced off in court regarding a restraining order that Janelle requested, trying to keep Barbara away from her and her kids. The judge denied Janelle's request, and Janelle later stated on Facebook that she was not trying to keep Jace and Barbara apart, just she was trying to keep Barbara out of her life. However, the restraining order that she filed was for her and her 3 children. So had the judge approved it, Barbara would not have been able to be in contact with Jace. And this makes me wonder if one of the reasons that Janelle filed this restraining order included her kids in it is in hopes that if the judge approved it, well, then Jace would not be able to tell May what's going on over at the land. If there's craziness going on on the land, well, he may call and tell May Barbara. So that's something that entered my mind earlier was she's really mad that Barbara spoke to the media. Barbara didn't even say anything really bad to the media. They all talk to the media, but she's getting a restraining order. I personally feel, my personal opinion, that the real reason she got that restraining order and put Jace in there as well is so Jace could not contact Barbara and tell Barbara what was happening over there, if her and David were fighting, if whatever. Now, another interesting thing is Jenelle has not commented on her son going missing. No. A couple of hours ago, she posted a photo where she is with Kaiser at the doctor's office. She also posted a photo of food. And over the food, it says like hashtag stressy and depressy, something like that. Insinuating that she's having a hard time, but she has said nothing that about him missing. She's trying to act like it hasn't happened. Now, Jace had ran away while in while in Barbara's care as well. However, it's happening way more frequently with Jenelle, and Barbara handled it a little differently. In August, Barbara told TMZ that Jenelle had allegedly stopped giving Jace his ADHD medication that he has been on for the past 7 years. Barbara also stated that Jace is no longer seeing his behavioral specialist. She listed these as the reasons that she believed Jace ran away. After that, Jenelle blasted Barbara for doing the interview and revealed that she once again cut off communication with her mother. Days later, she filed a restraining order against Barbara, claiming that Barbara talking to the media is causing her and Jay's emotional distress. Now, as of 9:37, Jace is still missing. It's now we're to the 24-hour, 25-hour mark. The Ashley reached out to authorities for further information. According to Amanda Prince, a county attorney for Columbus County, North Carolina, this is an ongoing investigation. Jenelle has still not acknowledged that Jace is missing. However, she uploaded the photo of her lunch saying stressy and depressy. Okay, so we're going to look at a screenshot really quickly. Anon posted this and whoops, back it up. Okay. And this is comments in reference to Jace. All right, so somebody said, I could have sworn he was just in my store not even 20 minutes ago. He was alone and didn't ask for anything. Then he left. Somebody else said, I seen him yesterday about 7 p.m. walking down Old Lake Road by Love's Dirt Road. And here's the thing. Janelle said he's been missing since 8 p.m., but that could have just been when they found that he was missing. That could have just been when they were realizing that he was missing, Well, one thing that Barbara didn't do is she didn't call the police every time this happened. She didn't call the police at all. She just got in her car and she went and found him, or she walked around and she found him, And I think when he was at Barbara's, he went to certain like places that with people he could trust, and it was not one of these things if she didn't know where he was, Also, Barbara had Jace in weekly therapy as well as on his proper medication. So what's going on in the chat? Is everybody crazy in the chat right now? It seems there's two different conversations going on in the chat. Okay, so this is my comments on if Jace was in a gas station and he walked in alone and didn't ask for anything and then left. And I say this not to try to attack Jace or call him a thief or anything, but if Jace has been missing since somebody said they thought they seen him at 7 p.m. And the thing about it is they potentially could have. Jenelle probably didn't notice he was missing until 8 p.m., but he could have left at 6 p.m. yesterday. Okay, say somebody saw him walking. Okay, he's alone, walking. He's into the gas station today, walking. When's the last time he's had anything to eat? Say he doesn't have any money. Could it potentially be that he walked into the gas station to, grab a candy bar because he's hungry? You know what I'm saying? Like, who knows? I mean, honestly, at this point, she probably isn't taking him serious. Like, oh, he's run away before, I feel like now that it's he's been missing. It's getting if it was me, I would be on my platform. Guys, my son is missing. Everybody be on the lookout for him. Here's a photo. Everybody share his photo. I would be doing the most. I'm sorry. Rather than acting like it's not happening, that way I don't look like the bad parent. Whatever. Call me the bad parent. My child's missing. I just want them back. So I do wonder, over the fact that he went into the gas station and he walked around and then left and, didn't buy nothing. Makes me wonder if he, was just hungry and needed something to eat. And I'm not saying that's what he did. That was just something that came to my mind. Um, okay. Also, Jenelle and David have enlisted this guy to help them look for Jace. Let me see. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. Where was it at? Where's the video? Kitty, where's the video? Okay, hold on. I have to find it. Okay, so there was a video up of this guy. He was wearing a green shirt. Okay, here it is. Hold on. Kitty, where's the video? I don't see it on your. Okay, that person was asked, like, hey, if you seen him walking the road, why didn't you call the police? And she said, because, like, I didn't know he was missing at the time. Where is that video? There was a guy who said, I got a call earlier today from David Eason saying that his son, Jace, is missing. His mom is Jenelle from Team Mom. I'm currently looking for him. And he gives a description of Jace, 14 years old, 100 pounds. This is what he could potentially be wearing. If you see him, call the Columbus Sheriff's Department. Here's my information. I had the video up, but it was like kind of further into the video, so I was going to back it up. But now I can't find it. Okay, I cannot find that video, but it was a guy saying that he had been hired by Jenelle and David to find yeah, he's 14. So I'm going to look for that video to see if I can find it. But that's what we know so far. You guys, this is scary. This is really scary. And I saw someone in the comment section saying, not here, but on Twitter saying, I hope he's with Barbara. I hope he's with Barbara. And I spoke to someone that I know that works within CPS, and they said the police would go to Barbara's and check. That because he lived with Barbara for so long, that would be one of the first places that they would check would be Barbara's house. So more than he's probably not there because I'm sure they checked. He does not have his phone. Oh, and I'm glad somebody brought the phone up because also his social media accounts have been like wiped. So about 2 or 3 weeks ago, somebody was able to find information. Somebody was actually able to find Jace's TikTok account, and I wasn't going to share the information. Thank you so much, Peggy. Do you think he might have seen the messages from his biological father and contacted him? What I will tell you, thank you so much for the super chat. What I will tell you is that if he did, he would have had to contact him after he left. Kristen, I don't know if you're here, but Kristen sent me a donation to my Cash App earlier, so thank you so much. Do we know why he got expelled? There's just speculation surrounding why he got expelled, and it has something to do with like some photos. Um, Jenelle says this is just like, oh, regular, 14-year-old boy behavior that's mad at his mom. But people were able to find Jace's TikTok account a couple of weeks back, and his TikTok account had some pretty concerning posts, things about being very, sad and upset and not feeling loved and things like that. Um, but now it seems that his accounts have been wiped clean of anything like that. So, okay, so Jace has lived with Barbara. He's lived at Barbara's house since he was born, but she got custody of Jace when he was just, months old, right? And 7 years ago, he got put on an ADHD medication that worked for him, and it was a good medication for him. So he's been on that specific medication for 7 years, and he's been going to therapy. I'm not really sure how long, but he's been going to therapy for a minute, and I think it was weekly therapy. Either way, either way, what was said was when he moved in with Jenelle, he stopped taking his medication, or she stopped giving him his medication, and she stopped, bringing him to his therapy appointments. Peggy Cole says, I live in that area and the copperheads are so bad right now. That's so scary. Oh my goodness. I wouldn't be able to function either. I tell you what, my kids went into the woods when they were a little younger and I freaked out. I ran in the house, like stir the food, and then came right back out. And they were driving their little Jeep. It was like Caden and Eli. Caden was driving the little Jeep. And oh my goodness. Here's the thing. This is not fake news. We know that it's legit. Like people talk to people. Um, if Janelle's in the chat, that would be another like that would show once again how much she cares about her son, that she would be involved in a YouTube chat rather than being out looking for her son. So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, if anybody's being rude, please, mods, don't hesitate to remove them because we're not going to put up with that. This is a chat about a boy who clearly is going through it that has been missing for over 24 hours. That in a matter of a month and a half has run away from his house 3 times. That's not fake news. That's legit. The police department will verify that for you. Call the Columbus Sheriff Department. They will tell you this is an ongoing investigation and Jace is missing. There's literally videos of a man saying he was hired by David and Janelle to look for Jace. And he puts his information up there saying, if you see him, here's his information. If you see him, contact me or the department. Thank you so much, Peggy Cole. I appreciate your super chats. Um, so, anyways, I forgot what I was saying before I got sidetracked. I saw that person commenting a couple of times and saying fake news, fake news, fake news. I don't know how they would think that this was fake news when it's literally been he's in the missing he's in the database for missing children. How is it fake? They don't just do that. It's not like that database is a part of the, hater community. You know what I'm saying? Like the database for missing children is not going to troll Janelle. It's honestly concerning that if that was Janelle, that she would be here right now, rather than being concerned about looking for her child. Either way, um, yeah, either way, he was on medication, he was going to therapy, and this is, what was said. But when Janelle got him, allegedly she stopped giving him medication, stopped bringing him to therapy, and Barbara felt that this could potentially be why Jace is acting out. Jace, find a way to reach out to Barbara to let her know you're safe. I hope so. Exactly. Exactly. That's true. Surely it wouldn't be Kelly. You just, oh, like, why would anybody care that much to say fake news? Like we're talking about a child here, a 14-year-old child. My mom and I are extremely worried. It's very scary. I'm gonna continue like all night, every night when I wake, like all throughout the night when I wake up, I'm gonna be checking, 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 checking. Yeah, so he was on like ADHD medication. I don't know what kind of medication he was on, but some medication is the medication that you have to take for a week and then it gets in your system. And he's been on it for 7 years. So I feel like if you just stop a medication that you've been on for 7 years, it may really throw you for a loop. I don't know. And I don't know if he would have a way to contact. Here's the thing, he doesn't have his phone. So if he contacted anyone, he would have to get to a place to do that. Go to a gas station, go somewhere, to contact somebody. Sarah, are you familiar? Sarah, do you know the family? Vyvanse is what he was on. I have no idea. We probably don't need to say what medication he was on because HIPAA. I couldn't either. They did. They put him, yes, he is in the missing children's database. This child is screaming for help. I don't think when he lived with Barbara he was running away. He did, but not like this. So where Barbara lives, like Colin lives not far from Barbara, and from my understanding, like if he would leave, like he would go places where she could easily find him. Oh, okay. Thank you, Kelly. So like if the person in the chat was like his aunt, she could say that. Gotcha. So I would have to imagine that the police has checked Barbara to make sure he's not there. That's probably one of the first places that they went since he used to live with Barbara. Um, Also, they probably went through his phone, which he hasn't had his phone in a couple of weeks. Thank you. He hasn't had his phone in a couple of weeks. So, but still, it does seem though that they cleaned out his social medias. But when somebody found his TikTok, it was posted everywhere. Like, look at Jace's TikTok. This is so sad. Look at the things that he's posting. Look at the dark things that he's posting. So more than likely, when they got that phone, they deleted that. Yeah, I don't know much about Vyvanse. I don't know. I don't know. I just hope he's found. And here's the thing, man. He's been missing for 25 hours. For sure, for sure. Somebody said they saw him at 7 p.m. yesterday walking down the street. So if he's been missing since 7 p.m., then he's been missing for 26 hours. Yeah, I don't think this is normal behavior as well because I have a 16-year-old that has never ran away, not once. Um, so I don't know. Jenelle Eason from Teen Mom is his um, mom. Yeah. So that's why he's on Vyvanse. He's on Vyvanse for ADHD. That's the way me. Come hell or high water, I'm looking for my kid. I don't care. But anyways, you guys, as of right now, he is still missing. Supposedly, he was seen yesterday, 7 p.m., walking down the street. Also, earlier today, about 5 hours or so ago, someone said that she was pretty sure that he came into a gas station, the gas station that she worked at, and was by himself, walked around, and then left. Now, this guy that Jenelle and David Eason allegedly hired said that they believe he could potentially be with a group of guys that he just met. Um, However, the people that say they've spotted him both have said that he was alone. So you guys keep Jace in your prayers. Oh, fingers crossed, you guys. If you're the praying type tonight, please say a prayer for this kid because there are snakes. He don't have a lot of friends in that area. He doesn't have any family in that area, and he doesn't have a phone. I would hope not, Leah. That would be devastating. Let me see. Yeah, give me a second and I'll do that. I'm doing that right now. I'm looking right now. I must have not have put the right thing in because I'm not finding him. Hold on. Yes, he is still missing Artist Creek. I'm gonna see if I can find it. I've got to go get my son, you guys, and his girlfriend from the fair. So I'm gonna look and see if I can find him on in the database. But I don't know all of his information offhand. So I'm gonna have to look it up, and then I'll get into it and I'll look. And if I can't find it, I'll post it, or we'll show it next time we're live. Okay. You can look on the Ashley's Reality Roundup. You can also look on TMZ. TMZ is keeping up with this as well. Is there a missing persons anywhere that we can share? Probably. But if you go to Facebook and you enter in Jace Evans missing, it might pull something up where you can find it. But anyways, I got to run and go get my son and his girlfriend from the fair. I'll be back. If anything comes out tonight, I'm definitely going to hop on here and let you guys know. So yeah, just make sure you have your notifications turned on, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys later. Thank you guys.